What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back for another Cardano video. And today we're going to focus on the true price potential of the ADA cryptocurrency. Going to get into a few hypothetical situations. We're going to utilize market capitalization based off the current prices and talk about what really is possible this year and beyond for the ADA cryptocurrency. And this is all factual information, guys. It's not just me pumping you up and trying to get you to click on my video and tell you that something is going to 1000x or 100x. All of the prices that I'm going to be talking about in this video are actually possible. And if you are a new Cardano investor looking to earn some passive income on your Cardano, consider staking with the Joey stake pool. This is the stake pool that I have been using, and I've seen some fantastic returns from them. The stake pool owner's name is Brian, and the stake pool operator's name is John. These two guys also have a very active Telegram channel where they can answer all of your questions if you do decide to stake with them. And Brian here has an active Twitter account, so give him a follow and consider staking with these guys if you don't know which staking pool to go with, or if you're staking to a pool but you're not happy with the results that you've been getting. So before we get into the true price potential of ADA, I first want to talk to you about market capitalization as it relates to cryptocurrency and just define the term for you. So within the blockchain industry, the term market capitalization or market cap refers to a metric that measures the relative size of a cryptocurrency. It's calculated by multiplying the current market price of a particular coin, in this case ADA, with the total number of coins in circulation. So at the time of this recording, we have about 31 billion ADA in circulating supply. And just for the record, the maximum supply of ADA is 45 billion. That's really something I just want to cover before diving in. One thing we're going to need to look at is the market caps of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano before we get into these price predictions here. So just for the record, Bitcoin's market cap is presently $1 trillion. That will come into play later. Ethereum's market cap is presently $230 billion. I'm going to use the metric of 229 when I do my calculations. And the Cardano market cap is $37 billion. I used $34,000 as a starting point for my calculations because I did this a little while ago before I hit record. So the total market cap of the entire cryptocurrency market is $1.7 trillion at the moment. So let's talk about our first hypothetical situation. And that is Cardano having a market cap of 69, almost $70 billion. In order for Cardano to have a market cap of that size, we'd have to assume the total cryptocurrency market cap can double at the peak of this bull cycle to 3.5 trillion. And that Cardano maintains its current percentage of this total. And before we take a look at what that would do to the price, we are talking about, in this hypothetical situation, Cardano maintaining 1.79 or almost 2% of the entire cryptocurrency asset class. And if that were to come to pass, we would see a price of ADA at $2.20. Now, I don't want to make any guarantees here, guys, but I think $2.20 is almost a given in this current environment that we're in, where we're seeing capital just flood into the cryptocurrency markets, and I think this is almost a given. Our next hypothetical situation assumes that Cardano can grow to the size of the current Ethereum market cap, because Ethereum is, of course, Cardano's #1 competitor. And people talk about Cardano being an ETH killer or potentially flipping it one day. So for our purposes, let's just say that Cardano's market cap can get to $229 billion, which would be a nice jump from where we are now, but I think very possible in 1 to 2 years. What I wrote here was I think this could be possible by 2022. And if Cardano can manage to do that, that would make the price $7.20 per Cardano. That's a pretty significant increase. Again, I do think this is possible. This is probably not going to happen in 2021. You might have to wait another 12 months or 15 months for this one. Our next hypothetical situation is a little bit grander, but let's dream a little here. So let's assume that Ethereum doubles in market cap and that Cardano grows to the same valuation. Could this be possible by 2022? So if Ethereum were to double in market cap, that would give it a $458 billion market cap. Now, that could be very possible, right? Because Ethereum is trading at roughly $2,000. And if you hear people make predictions about that, I think it's very possible for that to reach 4,000, 5,000. Some people are saying 10 and 20. So you have to understand that that is a real possibility for Ethereum. Now, for Cardano to do this, it would have to have a lot of things go right for it. We'd have to see successful Goguen launch, we'd have to see DeFi developed, and we'd have to see a whole bunch of dApps, and we'd have to see this ecosystem really come to life, which I believe is possible. This also assumes that we take some market share, most likely from Ethereum. Okay, so this probably won't happen unless we take some of the people who have been developing over on Ethereum and we bring them over to the Cardano ecosystem. But this is a possible number. And if that were all to pan out and Cardano could reach a market cap of $458 billion, we would be looking at $14.41 per ADA. This is possible, folks. Now, we're getting out of the realm of probable and into possible, but this is certainly still possible. And I'll just go on the record here and say that I do think a $10 Cardano is also very possible. And our last kind of blue sky prediction here would assume that Cardano's market cap becomes as large as the current Bitcoin market cap. This is a longer term possibility for ADA to get this big, right? This would probably take more like 3 to 5 years, maybe even 10. But it could be possible that Cardano reaches a $1 trillion market capitalization. And before I mention what that'll do to the price of Cardano, I just want to mention a couple of these other tech giants that are in the $1 trillion valuation range. So Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, right? So if Cardano were ever to reach this elite status, that would mean that it was one of the biggest companies in the world. That would most likely mean that it would have to flip Ethereum, right, and become the #1 platform for smart contracts, become the #1 platform for decentralized finance, assuming that decentralized finance takes off and grows and continues growing at the exponential rate that it has been for the last year, right? But it is possible, just for the record, for Cardano and some of these blockchain techs to potentially reach that $1 trillion valuation in market cap. You know, Bitcoin is there right now. And I said this in my last video. When I first started investing in Bitcoin, a $1 trillion market cap for Bitcoin was just a pipe dream. But this stuff is possible. And without further ado, the price for ADA, if we were to ever reach a $1 trillion market capitalization, would be $31.46. So multiply that number by how many ADA you have right now, and that would be potentially a best case scenario, I would say, for your ADA investment. Please don't let other YouTubers tell you that we can 1000x the price of ADA from here. It's not going to happen. But I want you to let me know in the comments section, how high do you think the price of ADA could go within the next 3 to 5 years? What would be your blue sky price prediction for ADA? Don't forget to smash the like button if you found value in this content, subscribe to the channel to join our growing community, and to enjoy the ride. Thanks, guys.